So welcome back to section 1, You Create Pain. And we've discovered already how good we are at creating pain. We don't need much help with that. But now we're going to get back to the third way we're creating pain. And I think that'll give us lots of insights into what's really going on behind the situation. So let's go a bit deeper into how we create pain. And now we're going to talk about choice. You choose pain. And the you I'm talking about is a you that's a spiritual being, a you that's in your mind, a you that's deep inside you beyond your body. And this you made a mistaken choice. You chose pain. There was another choice there, and that was a choice for pleasure, a choice for love. And we could call the choice for pain, we could call that the choice for fear. So if you made that choice for fear deep inside yourself, what happened after that was you projected out, or you created a being with a body moving around in a world that had painful thoughts. You created painful feelings, and you created actions that created even more pain for yourself. And so you forgot totally about this choice, and all you became aware of really was this person in a body having thoughts in your brain that are painful, and feelings that are painful, and actions that create more pain. And your awareness of the choice for pain inside totally disappeared. And without that awareness, it just keeps going on and on. Your choice for pain is continuing unless you remember it, and remember there's another choice deep within your mind and select that other choice. Otherwise, it's just operating there and almost by default. And so remembering who we truly are, remembering the power we have within our mind to choose, is a key way of knowing where that painful experience is coming from. It's a key way of realizing how we're creating pain in our lives. And to give an example of that, one day at work, my boss said to me just these 7 simple words: "Can I have a word with you? Can I have a word with you?" And he just walked off, expecting me to follow him. And so in that moment, I was following him upstairs to the room that we were going to meet in. I was thinking, oh my goodness, someone has complained about my work. Maybe I haven't done a good enough job. Maybe they don't want to employ me anymore. And all those thoughts that were coming up, I suddenly started laughing at them, because all that happened was there was 7 words said to me: "Can I have a word with you?" And my mind had gone into fearful mode with fearful thoughts, and there was no basis for them. I was just walking behind my boss after he said 7 words to me. And so I realized I was making a fearful choice in my mind. And just by seeing that, I was totally relieved, because I could see that I could laugh. First of all, I could laugh at it, and I could see that I could make another choice in this situation. And I did make another choice. I thought, I'm going to have a loving choice here. I'm just going to smile and just be present to whatever is going to arise, and just react as I need to, but from a place of being content within myself, a place of knowing who I truly am, valuing myself as a being that can make choices, a being that's beyond an identification of an employee, a being that's beyond needing someone to appreciate me, needing even employment. I thought, okay, why not experience the situation from another choice within myself? So that's just a simple example of what is going on in our mind that could be the cause of all these painful thoughts. And in the last two introductions to section 1, we talked about a car driver driving out in front of us on the way to work. And I mentioned that we were already a little bit late, so there was a little bit of anxiety as we left the house because we maybe got up late, or it's just taken longer at breakfast, and we were already a little bit anxious before we started the journey. And then we have all these painful thoughts after the driver drives out in front of us, and all these feelings of frustration, even rage. But if we wind it back, what actually happened was maybe the night before, maybe as we got up in the morning, we made a choice in our mind for fear, a choice in our mind for pain. It could have been during breakfast time. It could have been when we were getting into our car and looking at our watch going, oh, I'm 5 minutes later than I would normally be leaving the house. And then anxiety came up at that moment because we made a fearful choice. We made a choice to look at the circumstance in a fearful way. Being late for work, or possibly being late for work, we chose to associate fear with that. And we're not aware of that choice as we're looking at our watch, getting into the car. We've already chosen fear. We've already chosen pain before we started out on the car journey. And so when we get to circumstances in traffic where someone is pulling out in front of us, making us slow up, we've already chosen fear. So that's where the thoughts came from. They weren't stimulated or caused by the driver. They may be stimulated or triggered by the driver, but they weren't caused by the other car. They weren't caused by the circumstance. And where did the thoughts come from? They came from a prior choice for fear in our minds that we're not aware of. So obviously it would be great news for that loving part of yourself, that part of yourself who's ready to choose something else, the part of you who wants to remember your true loving identity. It would be good to remember that choice for fear in our mind that we have blocked out, that choice for pain. And so during this slideshow, we'll look at that and take a gentle look at how we can get back into connection with that without bringing up more fear, without beating ourselves up for that mistaken choice. To be able to look at that with gentleness and smile at that, or even laugh at that foolish, mistaken choice for fear, for pain in our minds. So I'll see you very soon at the slideshow. Thank you.